Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Can we begin the session? Because I think there was a technical issue earlier today, and I was just trying to.
Morning.
Yeah, I was just trying to log in and then log out. So I think let's begin the session. Those who will add up, they'll add up, right? So you can please mute your mic, and we can quickly come into the session. We're losing time.
Okay.
So, so as I said, good morning, and my name is Alok, and this is Waking Wise, and we are trying to ensure everyone realizes their true self. In this series, we are trying to identify the real I, and the real I in that journey, and then traveling through the real I and identifying the real I. Sit back, relax, keep your back straight, okay? Move your shoulders, move your chest, move your neck, so that the additional stress in the body is released. Okay? Then take a deep, long breath. Okay? Exhale. Exhale. Again, take a deep, long breath. Exhale. Urakaha. Exhale. Rechakaha. In yoga, inhalation is called Purak and exhalation is called as Rechak. Purakaha. Rechakaha. Minimum 5 to 7 seconds of inhalation and minimum 7 to 12 seconds of exhalation. Purakaha. Rechakaha. Purakaha. Rechakaha. Keep breathing. Purakaha. Rechakaha. While in the session, keep these long breaths alive. Do not move any body part. Do not move any body part. Stay still and stay comfortable. Purakaha. Rechakaha. How do we identify I with ourselves? Purakaha. Rechakaha. In the identification of I, we normally identify ourselves as the body. Let us break down the constituent of the body. Purakaha. Rechakaha. So I will stop pronouncing Purak and Rechak, and you can continue the breaths. We identify ourselves with the body. But where is the mind? The mind is in the body, and the body is in the senses, and the senses are in the objects. In Vedant, it's called Vishay. Objects are called as Vishay. The senses are known as Indriya, and the mind is known as obviously Man. Okay? And there's a ancient slok in Rig Veda. It's called Indriyani Hayanya. Horses are the senses, and so there's a whole beautiful construct which says that the horses are the senses, the mind is the rein, right, controlling strings. The intellect is the sarthi, right, the driver, and the one who's sitting inside is the soul. So the driven is the soul. So, and there's also this saying that जिनके घोड़े अनसदे और सारथी क्रूर वो कहीं पहुंचे न पाए बीच में चकनाचूर. How do you control the senses? How do you control the horses? So understand the construct of the body, senses, mind, and the intelligence thing to understand who we really are. This is a classic example and illustration to make one understand who one really is, and how to decipher that very clearly and separately. Bring your attention and focus towards your breath and observe what are the impressions which are coming on the mind from the breath or from the body. And you will realize that the body has five senses, which we discussed earlier as well. Right? So these are touch, sense, smell, vision, and listening, like a skin. Right? So 2 ears, two nose, one tongue, two fingers to touch, and eyes. So these are the five senses. So these five horses continuously face outwards. They don't face inwards. The in a horse carriage, it always faces outside, right? These senses always face outside, so they always face the objects. Hence, it is very, very important and equally difficult to control the senses. So Shankaracharya in one of his tenets in Vivek Chudamani also mentions that Aduneva Vimukticham, meaning at this instance only you will be liberated if you realize, at this instance only, if you realize and disconnect the horses from the world. If you disconnect the horses from the world, for the next 5 minutes, disconnect your senses from the world. Do not feel any interpretations which are happening at the skin level. Do not feel any interpretation which is happening at the eyes level. Do not feel any interpretations which are happening at the ear level. Do not feel any interpretations which are happening at the smell level. And do not feel any interpretations which are happening at the taste level. If we cut this thing, then the entire horse carriage starts to turn inwards. The horses start to turn inwards towards the mind, which are the reins. The reins again try and convert inside towards the driver, Sarthi, which is the intellect. The intellect again turns back towards the driven, which is the soul, and takes directions from there. अधुनैव च विमुच्य अभी ही मुक्ति होगी अभी ही. And the moment all these three fundamental tenets, the senses, the mind, and the intellect, they start facing inwards towards the soul, towards the consciousness, if we can use the word. Okay, you first identify who you really are. Are you tongue? Are you the nose? Who exactly are you? Or are you the sound? Or is it that are you the touch? Is it that Are you the vision? No. Well, let's go one step deeper into it. Are you the actual touch or the combination of touch between the hand and the object of touch? If you if you take a small soft piece of cloth in your hand, which is very silky and very smooth, where do you actually get the identification of happiness in that particular thing? In the cloth, in your hand, or when the hand comes in contact with the cloth? Obviously, when the hand comes in contact with the cloth. Right? So what it means is, in the interaction, in the marriage of the sense with the objects, there lies a presumed fake happiness. And this is where we feel we are. While the reality is, this is only the object of input to that particular sense. Otherwise, the sense fails. So if the ear cannot go and interact with the type of sound and interpret it in its eardrum, then the ear is a useless object. So the eyes cannot go and interact and reflect the light from a particular surface, and that reflection is again re-reflected back in its corona, right? The eyelids. The objective of eyes, are failed. Hence, if you start looking at all the five objects, their materialization of existence is in the marriage between the objects of their pedagogy. Right? So this is whole the whole mechanism is, and we feel that, oh, that is where I am. But no, you take three steps back, you realize these are senses, they're being controlled by the mind. Take another step back, this is the mind, this is the brain which is controlled by the intellect. Then you take another step back, then you realize that the intellect is controlled by the consciousness on the backside. Or for the purpose of simplification, the soul inside. It's very easy to communicate this thing. But as Shankaracharya mentions, Adhunev, right now, if you cut the cord between the marriage of the sense with its object, they turn inwards and you feel liberated. And you can do it right now. Cut the cord of marriage of the ear, not physically, right? Imagine. You don't need to take up a scissor and cut your ears, please. Right? So imagine that you are completely reversing the outer focus of those senses, the ears with the sound, the eyes with the vision, the nose with the smell, the tongue with the taste, the hands with the touch. Right? And you just cut the marriage between these two and then make them involve. And you feel blessed. But because you simply switched off the input mechanism inside the entire mind body complex. Right? So you have to just simply cut off and switch and turn them inside. Cut off, stand, about turn, walk inside. Simple. Adhunev cha vimuktisam. Right now itself you'll feel liberated. Feel the liberation. Feel the disconnecting. Feel the lightness. Suddenly there's a degree of lightness. Suddenly there is a huge degree of control. Suddenly there is a degree of vacuuming. There's nothing to be done. Suddenly you realize that there's too much of things which are already with you. You don't require too much of chase outside. Is this the entire I minus the external objects, sense objects? इंद्रियों का विषयों के साथ संलग्न होना और विषयों से उत्पन्न हुए विकारों का वांछित हो जाना, और ये इंद्रियां मन बुद्धि चित्त अहंकार चतुष्टय, क्या ये मैं हूं? क्या ये मैं हूँ? Think. Be in the state of lightness of this quadruple entities. Feel the journey of who is moving whom, who is controlling whom, who has the control. The driven controls the driver controls the steering wheel controls the car which in turn interacts with the tires, and the tires control the direction of the road. Simple mechanism. You're the driven, you're not the tire, neither you are the engine, neither you are the steering wheel, neither you are the driver, right? Neither you are the entire vehicle in which you are sitting. You are the one who is actually sitting. Right? All these are following the instructions. Such a simple thing. People don't understand this. And the moment you understand this, it's profound peace, profound silence, profound happiness, and profound contentment. It's a huge degree of solace. Nothing more needs to be accomplished. Nothing more. Yes, but at the same time, there would be needs. Needs are separate, desires are separate. If there's fuel to be filled up in the car, it is the need of the vehicle. But do not keep 500 liters of fuel tank on top of the car and another 1000 liters inside the dicky while you already have 100 liters inside the tank. That's a desire. Right? The vehicle will require servicing. That's a need. It's not a desire. Tires need to be changed. That's a need. It's not a desire. All needs will be fulfilled. But the moment you come back and sit and close your eyes, right, you realize all of that thing is going automatically. You do not need to get down from the car and tell the tires, please go left and right. You do not need to guide the driver every time, please go this side, that side. You are in command. You've told them once, they'll obey you for your entire life. Yes, that's what the reality is. You are the king. They are all serving you. You are the king, right? You are the owner. You have the control. You have the command, right? You can coordinate. Everybody is there to listen to you because you are the real you. Everybody else is fake. They don't have their own existence. Tomorrow you can junk the car, change the tires, throw away the steering wheel or replace the driver for that matter. Yes, right? Tomorrow you can go and change the taste of food that you want to eat, change the amount of sound that you want to hear. A lot of people who are into it and they're doing meditation, right? They're choosing to hear the right sounds. You can change that, right? That- So similarly, you can completely change and alter your entire life because you are in control. Now you know who you actually are. Stay in this state. Stay in this state. The state of I. The state of the soul. The state of Chetan. It's called Chetan. Natural language, communication language is called Chetan. चेतन रहिए चैतन्य रहकर जीवन जिए चैतन्य रहकर जीवन दृष्टा भाव में रहिए दृष्टा भाव मन बुद्धि इंद्रियां और इंद्रियों से मन वचन कर्म इंद्रियों का विषयों के साथ संलग्न और उनसे उत्पन्न हुए विकार उससे अपने आप को अलग रखिए बुद्धिमान पुरुष यही काम करता है अष्टावक्र गीता में यही कहा गया है कौन बुद्धिमान है बुद्धिमान वो है जो अपने अपने इंद्रियों का मन का बुद्धि का उनके धर्म को जानता है और वो धर्म अपने ऊपर बाधित नहीं करता उनको अपने धर्म में रहने में नियंत्रण रखता है वही सबसे बुद्धिमान है क्यों? क्योंकि वो आप चेतन तक के नहीं पहुंच पाते हैं। आप चेतन, आप चेतन, आप चेतन, चेतन ही बने रहे। In the last phase, now feel what you always wanted to have in life and surrender that thing to your own divine inside you. आप अपने ही चेतन को, जो आपकी हमेशा से इच्छा थी, उसको वो समर्पित कर दीजिए जो आपको चाहिए। ये चेतन सर्वव्यापी चेतन बनके, विभू चेतन बनके आपके व्यक्तिगत चेतन को खुद मुहैया कराएगा, प्रोवाइड करेगा। Hold your hands. Hold your hands and bow to your own consciousness. सजग हो जाइए. Be aware. Move your body parts a little bit. Rub your hands. Place it on your face, head, body parts. Open your eyes. We're done for today's session. Thank you. Any questions which I can answer? Yes, Mala, Sujata.
Actually.
Sorry, I could not hear you. Mala, did you say something?
Yeah, no. My husband wanted to just thank you.
I just said thank you. It's a real awakening you have brought in this 15 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sujata was my sister actually. So I had asked her also to join in today.
Very good. Very good.
Unfortunately, we are not able to understand the Hindi part of it. Maybe you can explain it in Tamil. In English also. I think we have explained already. I hope so.
Yes, yes. So we run both the languages so that whosoever is comfortable with whatever is the same thing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much. Thank
you so much. Thank you so much.